and I fuck with the fake, no. These niggas talk to the Jake Shaw. I be out tasting the cake, y'all. That bitch, she got what it takes, all. Man, I drink all of my lonely cuz. These niggas act like a homie, but my niggas never been phony, dog. So my family, it ain't only blood. That's real, that's real, that's real, that's real.
Okay. We back at it again on this YouTube shit. Today we're going to be clearing out my watch later folder. And we got some CJ the Champ and Casual Geographic. So first up is CJ the Champ.
I write a lot of essays for school, but I also write
Dio is from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Sales descriptions for my Etsy shop.
I use Grammarly on my work email.
Basically the main bad guy in JoJo's. I only watched like the first saga or whatever you want to call it, like the first volume of Dio videos. You feel me? Like the first saga. So of JoJo's. So I know who Dio is, and I know how fucking ridiculous he was in this story. But we about to watch CJ the Champ's take on it. I'm stuttering because I'm nervous. I'm in front of the camera. Sorry. The footage in this video was used for criticism, commentary, and education, and is protected by fair use law, copyright gov legislation, DMEA.
Take a step, I dare you. So he tries to climb it, but he keeps on climbing the same
I don't even remember that part.
over and over and over again. Dio's like, wow, what's wrong? You on 400 ping or something? You know what? While you struggle with your lag spikes, I'm going to sit in this chair that's conveniently here right over this staircase.
Yeah, Dio was a fucking menace, boy. I swear to God. He started out as a human, then he turned into a vampire god or some shit.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time to return to the round table of Black Air Force activity. And our greatest challenger yet has finally approached, to be judged and to take his rightful seat at this sacred table of menaces. And it is none other than the greatest hater in anime history, Dio, the king of hating ass niggas, the pettiest of the petty.
How sassy he
one of the greatest ops of all
That boy
time.
zesty as a
This man
bitch.
is truly Black Air Force incarnate. So, bro, I ain't even gonna waste no time with this one. So y'all already know we got the evidence on deck, and it is finally time to observe the generational hater. So, without
Look at
further
that
ado,
stance. God
Exhibit
damn.
A of the petty, probably one of the greatest ops of all time. This man is truly
How was he standing
Black
like
Air
that?
Force incarnate. So, bro, I ain't even gonna waste no time with this one. So y'all already know we got the evidence on deck, and it is finally time to observe the generational.
Look at that boy. That boy chilling. His core strength is impeccable, boy.
Hater. So, without further ado, Exhibit A. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit A, Dio Brando. So to understand why this man has the most out-of-pocket hatred, we gotta go all the way back to 1880. So Dio started off in the trenches. Man was playing chess for money, getting beat up in the
Damn.
and living in this old-ass shack, so bro hella down bad. So his dad is dying, right?
Ooh.
So he tells him, Alright, listen here, boy. When I die, take this letter to the Joestar family. Now you see them.
Look at the taco meat. Look at the taco meat on his chest. What kind of that shit is just scribbles. They scribbled it.
I'll tell you, they some rich ass motherfuckers too. So you know what to do. Rob them niggas. Take every last cent. Make Pappy proud. So he died. So Dio's at the cemetery. He's like, about damn time your old ass died. I ain't gonna lie, I hated you. You drove mama to die. You was a piece of shit. So you can eat a dick on the pussy.
Pussy.
Joestar mansion. So Jonathan's like, hi, my name's Jonathan. This is my dog, Danny. So Dio's like,
First of all, that man, he didn't like accentuate the fact that Dio fucking spit on his father's grave. He spit on his father's grave. Like, how? Come on now. Anybody else, nobody is safe.
So
At
later
that
on,
point-
Dio pulls up to the Joestar mansion. So Jonathan's like, hi, my name's Jonathan. This is my dog, Danny. So Dio's like, that's your
Look at
dog?
Jonathan with that
Yeah,
blue
this is
hair.
Great.
That blue hair. Look at this fit. What the fuck kind of drunk ass bow tie is that? What's going on, Joe? What's his name?
Shit, nigga, fight dog. Oh my God, bro! Somebody call Peter. This nigga just taking me the dog. Bro ain't even been here for a minute and he already starting shit. Look at him, bro. He already ready to scrap. So the dad come out and he like, yo, what are y'all doing? And Dio's like, oh, I am terribly sorry. That filthy animal was in my personal space. So George tells Jonathan, all right, listen, Dio's gonna be living here from now on. So Jonathan goes over to touch his bag, but Dio grabs his hand and elbows him in the chest. So he comes down and he's like, listen, little nigga, this is my house now. I run this bitch, so I wanna hear shit from your little spoiled ass. I'm about to make your life hell. So as time goes on, as they start living together, Jonathan's having this boxing match. So the ref's like, hey, just to let you know, your opponent got changed. Huh? Yeah, you gonna be fighting him.
Oh my God.
Look at how crazy he looked. He looked like a vampire already.
Round one. Fight.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen,
He moved like one too. What the fuck is
and
this?
A beautiful body shot landed by
God,
Dio,
hey.
and a beautiful right straight to the jaw.
Yo, the animation
Yo, this
is crazy.
man just
Like the editing, the video editing on these videos, cjdachamp is great, man. Shout out CJ.
Watched him in front of his hometown. So
CJ.
Humiliated.
cjdachamp.
Jonathan started talking to, Arena and everything.
Can't speak to that.
So this man Dio decided to do the pettiest. He pulls up on her and says, hey, you JoJo girl, he been looking a little happy lately, and I don't like that a bit. Oh my gosh, bro, this man is so petty. He says, oh, you thought your first kiss was gonna be with JoJo? Nah, it was with me, nigga.
I forgot that.
So later on, Jonathan ends up running up on Dio, and bro's like, how dare you raise your voice at me? You should learn some respect. So he elbows him in the nose. And bro's like, stupid little nigga, you just mad because I raised up your girl real good. But then Jonathan just started laying the hands on him, hit this man with the Dempsey roll. So Dio's like, how dare you lay your hands on my beautiful face? Swear to God, I'ma shake your ass.
Oh
But
shit!
then
Pulled
George
out a
ends up
knife.
stopping him. So Dio's like, think you getting away with this? I don't take L's. So later on, the butler is walking outside and he's at the furnace and he sees this box. So he's like, oh, it's just a box. So he lights the furnace, but then something start banging. So then later on in the day, they having a funeral because the dog was in the furnace. Oh my God, bro, this man Dio put the dog in the furnace to burn him. Oh my God. So a couple of years
Yeah,
passed,
after he spit on his father's grave, fuck that dog. I mean, he's thinking, fuck that dog. Fuck everything, nigga. Fuck listening and shit. Shouts out to Pro Era. If you get that reference, put it in the comments. Fuck everything, son. Fuck listening and shit. Fuck the government.
becoming friends. Well, not really, because this man Dio is fake as hell. So George Joestar has gotten sick, and he has a very bad cough. So the thing is, Dio has been giving this man medicine the whole time.
Why would you let the new kid in the house give your dad his medicine? Why, first of all, why isn't somebody being paid to do that? Second, if nobody's going to be paid to do that, why not the son? Fucking Jonathan. Jonathan's slacking. He was poisoning the dad the whole time. He did that to his own father and then spit on his grave.
But not his real medicine. This man has been poisoning him the entire time.
Yeah.
And then Jonathan figured out, wait a minute, didn't your dad have the same symptoms too? Oh my God, you killed your father.
Exactly. Facts.
So then Dio's like, are you trying to press me right now? So he ends up swinging on Jonathan, but Jonathan just ate that John. Boy was like, bro, you best get to stepping out of my house. So he ends up throwing him off the balcony. So Jonathan's like, you a fake ass nigga, and I'm calling the cops.
You need to leave.
So Dio ends up dipping, but he takes the stone mask. So later on, he out here drunk as hell. So he ends up running into these two dudes. So bro smacks him in the jaw. And he's like, this is a perfect time. Time to test out this stone mask. So he puts it on this dude and runs him into the other dude so it stabs him. So then the mask activates with the blood. And he done turned this man into a whole vampire. So the dude starts to choke him out, but that top of the morning end up getting his ass. So after this, Dio pulls back up to the house. So Jonathan runs up on him. He was like, yeah, I done figured out you've been poisoning my dad. So Dio's trying to plead his case. Then Speedwagon in the corner like, I
don't trust that bitch ass nigga.
His old capping ass. And then George is behind the curtains. So Dio's like, well, I ain't got nothing to lose now. Bring me that ass. So he ends up stabbing George. And he's like, yes, it's Morbin Tom. So they end up shooting him, and Dio ends up going out the window. So about a minute later, while everybody thinking he's dead, they're like, why is his body gone? And he rips this man's head clean off. And now he's a whole ass vampire. So bro just started bodying everybody in the house. So then he goes over to fight Jonathan, but he ends up burning him. But obviously that ain't do nothing. He just shrugged it off. And yo, look at this man walking up the wall like a Louis Vuitton model.
like a Louis V model.
Man got shit on me. Look at Jonathan. He like,
oh my God, what happened to Virgil?
It's too strong. So man's had to tackle him all the way from the roof.
Hey, rest in peace, Virgil Abloh. Just one time for that.
This man on a spear so he can finally burn the ash, but obviously that's not gonna work.
Hello?
This world needs a hero.
We agree. The return.
So after this, Dio does a bunch of shenanigans. First off, this man turned Jack the Ripper into a vampire. So then he goes over and takes over this entire village, turned basically almost everybody into zombies, kidnapped this little boy's sister, stepped on this dog. What the f*** is that, bro? Like, honest to God. And then, oh boy, this is probably the worst thing this man ever did. So he got this lady and her baby up here. So she's like, please just spare my child. And Dio, bitch, please, who you think I is? Your baby daddy? I ain't got time to take care of your damn kid. So he turns her into a zombie and makes her eat her baby.
God damn.
No, I'm done. No. This is probably the first time I've ever done this, but I don't care.
It's pretty bad.
Go ahead and sit down, bro. I'm done.
Pretty bad. It's very bad.
The most demonic shit I've ever seen.
The most demonic shit ever.
When Boo faded niggas in heaven, this is right behind it. What the actual Nah, bro, we ain't even done with Exhibit A, and I just had to go ahead and sit the man's, bro. I had to give this man a
that
fast
was Kid
He
Boo,
skipped
too.
the line. Bro said, yeah, I'll spare him,
Kid Boo was, hold up, pause for Kid Boo. Just the amount of savagery in that saga was ridiculous, boy. Kid Boo, great. Kid Boo fucking held a spirit bomb and almost deflected it. Like, Kid Boo was no fucking joke.
Bunch of traumatic ass.
He should do him next. Hey, CJ, do Kid Boo next or something. I don't know. You got your own shit going on.
Jonathan finally pulls up on Dio, so he's like, wow, congratulations. You beat all of my sub-bosses. Tell me real quick. How's that Zeppeli pack hitting? So then they're about to scrap, but Dyer comes in and he's like, no, this is my fight. So he jumps up to kick him, but Dio grabs both of his legs and makes him do the splits. Then he freezes his entire body. Then he says,
pose. Then he says, pose. Like Rick Ross the boss.
You know, men shouldn't do the splits, right? Because that's how you break your balls.
God damn.
Yo, bro shattered this man's body. So then Jonathan comes in and slices him in half with his sword. But Dio's like,
looking like Terminator.
I really thought that old bullshit was gonna work. Say psych right now. Let me tell you something right now. Yo, hormone training is.
Remember Terminator 2 when when Sarah fucking shotgunned the T-3000? I forgot what number that shit was, but Sarah Connor shotgunned
entire body.
Like the main antagonist in half. Like his whole body was like split down the middle and it was hanging.
He says, you know, men shouldn't do the splits, right? Because that's how you break your balls. Yo, bro shattered this man's body. So then Jonathan comes in and slices him in half with
It looks something like that. It was all like red on the inside because of the heat from them high ones that Sarah was putting in them.
But Dio's like, you really thought
this nigga put his put his whole body back together through pure hate. Look at him. He was still talking while he was cut in half.
Say psych right now. Let me tell you something right now. Yo, hormone training is ass. You are ass. So then Dio jumps at him, but Jonathan hits him with this 1080 Falcon punch. So Dio's like, impossible.
Got you, Barry the Platypus.
So some time passes. So Jonathan and Arena end up getting married. So while they are on their honeymoon, Jonathan ends up seeing one of Dio's assistants. So he runs after him and they end up going to this casket. So bro opens the casket and he pulls Dio's head out of the casket. Dio says,
look at that face. Look at that face.
Opens the casket and he pulls Dio's head out of the casket.
Pure fucking surprise. Just the fuck is that face? You better close that mouth. Shout out Dashy. You better close that mouth.
Casket. Then Dio says, happy honeymoon, nigga. Hey, first off, I just want to give my congratulations, even though I did steal your girl's first kiss. Congratulations, my bad I couldn't make the wedding, but I knew I would have been your best man, right? Tell me something real quick. How my lips taste? So bro laser beams this man, turns everybody on this ship into zombies, and ends up jacking this man's body. And he rested at the bottom of the ocean for years, 1889 to 1983. So yeah, that was Exhibit A, and it's finally time to move on to Exhibit B. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit B, Dio. So after Dio came out of his casket in 1983, this is when he took stuff to the next level. Bro was on his Kanye arc. Nigga dropped off his last name and said, you will know me as capital D, capital I, capital O. Mans was going around beating cheeks, beat some cheeks, made Jorno, beat some more cheeks, had 3 other ugly ass kids.
Oh!
Jonathan's
beat
some cheeks, made Jorno.
Who the
cheeks had 3 other ugly ass.
Who the fuck is that? God damn, yo ugly as a bitch. Is that a girl? These two not as ugly as this one. This one is hideous. Golly.
As kids with Jonathan's body, and he would just drink their blood after he finished beating their cheeks. Then he ended up meeting Poochie, his hating ass successor, passed down his hating ass ideology to this nigga, got his stand from Enya the Hag's ugly ass. And yo, this man was just so mysterious at the beginning of Stardust Crusaders. You ain't even see his face till like 45 episodes later. Everybody just had stories of meeting him. Avdol was like, yeah, I saw that nigga. I was walking up the stairs, right, and I saw this big motherfucker. He was licking his lips and shit. But I was like, hell no, I ain't into that freaky shit, you feel me? So I jumped out the window and I hit the dash, boy, I was stepping. Then they ran into Polnareff. Polnareff was like, yeah, I remember that nigga. Yo, he brainwashed me and shit. Mans took me into this room and he had the gypsy ball and shit. Nigga was like, I can tell your future. And he brainwashed this man Kakyoin too. But nah, it's what he did to Whole Horse. While Dio was reading a book,
his fucking names, really boy, Whole Horse.
Pull a gun on him. Then when he's about
Speedwagon.
to shoot, Dio's like, are you positive?
I remember Speedwagon.
Then bro teleports right behind him. And he was like, ooh la la. I liked how you pulled that gun out on me. We should do this more often. Dog had this man shaking in his boots. So when they finally get to Egypt after facing all the sub-bosses, Polnareff ends up walking up on this staircase and finally finds Dio. So Dio's like, wow, congratulations, y'all made it. I mean, you down 2 people, but congratulations. Hey, but I tell you this though, You walk up that step, you're dead. Take a step, I dare you. So he tries to climb it, but he keeps on climbing.
He already injured. Look, how you gonna try to fight Dio? He already injured.
And over and
look at his leg. His leg wrapped up, bandaged up. And he's on 400 ping.
over again. Dio's like, wow, what's wrong? You on 400 ping or some shit? You know what? Why you struggle with your lag spikes? I'm gonna sit in this chair that's conveniently here right over this staircase. So then everybody else finally ends up coming in. So Dio's like, the sunlight, I must retreat. So about a minute later, they climb this staircase and they see this casket. So Joseph's like, hey, ugly ass boy, open the casket. So he opens the casket and he sees himself in the casket. So they like, oh shit, hey, jump up.
Everybody jumping out the window.
This man in the casket like
I'm
that.
jumping out the window with this one. Jumping out the window with this one. Jumping out the window. Yeah, that shit. Ron Browse. Y'all remember that? Jumping out the window? Everybody is jumping out the window when they see Dio, boy.
In the blink of an eye and shoved him in the casket just so he could give him a little scare. So they are running away and Dio's like, yes.
Look at that stance. I can't get over that. How do you do that? His core strength is impeccable. The knees, the legs, the fucking hips, everything has to be fucking, unearthly. It's unearthly strength.
What begins. So
wearing a cape and shit.
I think we should explore a few solutions.
Grammarly suggestions catch when your tone might
later on, bro walking down the street and he's like, I like this car. So dog's like, hey, what you think you're doing, cuz? This car belongs to the senator. But he just breaks his arm and hops in the car. So then he looks at the senator, rips out his two front teeth, and he says, looks like you got a date with the tooth fairy tonight. Now get your ass in the front seat and drive. So while they driving, they hit a traffic jam. So the senator's like, yo, I can't drive. Then Dio says, the sidewalk's wide open, right? So he starts driving on the sidewalk and Dio says, floor it. So he made this man run over all these people just to get out of a traffic jam. Jesus Christ. So he finally ends up catching up to him. So Kakyoin tries to use Emerald Splash on him, but Dio just looks at it.
That's cute.
Wow, so pretty. Get that shit out my face. Then bro socks him. So while they keep on driving, he throws the senator through their car. So they end up dipping and going on top of the roof, so Dio follows him. So then Kakyoin sets up this trap. So it's like, haha, I have you now. So show me your standability. So Dio's like, I then witness true hatred. The ratio! So then Dio goes over to him and says, this is my standability. The ratio. I can stop time and ratio anybody in the amount of mere seconds. In just a blink of an eye, I could freeze your account and gain hundreds, no, thousands of likes before you even gain one. Now, I'm about to fist you. And no pause, because we're already paused. Resume. So Joseph was like,
we'll get him next time.
What's the best thing I know how to do? Hit the jets and get the step.
He jumped off the roof and started running.
Roof. So Joseph sees Jotaro and he's like, oh my God, my nigga, do not come any closer. So then Dio sees him and he's like, both of them at the same time. Time to end this mid-ass bloodline. Horatio! So then Dio comes down and just starts walking towards him, smacking cats, smacking people like they mannequins. And
he's smacking shit while he stopped time just to smack people in the face.
One L at a time, but now I can give two. It'll eventually be 10 to 20 to thousands. So I leave you with my parting gift. And with that, ratio. So then he looks at Jotaro and he's like, you're next, little nigga. So Jotaro starts walking towards him. So he's like, so you're approaching me? You trying to fall off like your granddaddy, nigga? But he's like, nah, I gotta get closer to you so I can beat the shit out your ass. So Dio's like, I like that. I like that energy.
Beat the shit out your ass.
So they start boxing and Dio hits him with this nasty hook.
Ooh.
And he's like, that's what I used to hit your granddaddy with back in the day. Now catch this ratio. So they keep on scrapping, so Joe ends up punching him into this jewelry store. So while he's knocked out, he gets up and looks at the lady. He's like, hey, make yourself useful and fetch me my leg. So she started to get scared, so he said, bitch, hurry the f*** up and give me my goddamn leg. So he ends up killing her and taking her blood, and he's like, oh, we just getting started, you overgrown man-child. I hope you're ready for a knife party. So then bro ended up throwing all these knives at this man.
Yeah,
like, can somebody please tell me where this man was storing
all them fucking knives in the
like,
prison pocket?
That belt buckle handled all of those. So he ended up stabbing him. So while
His zesty ass had them knives in the prison pocket.
I guess I'll just kill him with this road sign. But then Polnareff comes from the top rope. And then Dio just stops on me. He's like, oh, that tickled. Go ahead and move to the side for me. So then the cops pull up, but Dio's like, really?
Cops swole as shit.
So then he starts
Everybody's swole.
The other cop.
Everybody's swole.
I need you to aim right and precisely right there. So he makes him shoot him.
Like muscular.
Yo, this man is so determined to make sure that he is dead. He is lying on the ground trying to hear a heartbeat. Bro's like, I better not hear this nigga take a breath. But you know what? Just to make sure, I'm gonna chop off his head with this road sign. But Jotaro ended up cracking him upside the head. And he hit him so hard, he can't even move his legs. So he's like, oh, no, I gotta go. So he ends up stopping time and hanging onto the back of his taxi. But then Jotaro ends up chasing him down. And why is he in the sewer right now? So then he ends up sending Dio flying. But then this man Dio starts screaming at him. He's like, ha ha, you fool! You fell for my trap! Don't you remember this same street? So we ended up punching him to the street that Joseph's body is at. And he ends up taking all of his blood. He sucked that man dry. Pause. And now he's awakened Dio. And bro is losing his mind. He's like, yes, this glorious power is even giving me green lipstick. Oh, I can't wait to give you a big, fat, juicy kiss. So they start scrapping again, and Dio's just starting to go off the deep end now. Bro's like, this body is so juicy. Now run me my money, nigga. So Jotaro ends up going flying. So Dio's like, oh, Jojo, what do you think you're going, you sack of shit? With this final attack, I will finally end your mid-ass bloodline for good. The ratio! So then he comes down and he's like, I'm about to create the greatest meme in anime history. 1 L has passed. 2 L's have passed. 3 L's have passed. So we gotta be thinking, okay, yo, what is this man charging up? It's gotta be like a spirit bomb or a Sengon, a Getsuga, or I don't know, a Dragon Fist. No, this man does the unthinkable.
A steamroller?
He dropped a steamroller on him. Who in their right mind would think of this? Bro saying, I could end his life with anything right now. You know what I want to do? I'm going to fly over to this construction site, grab this big-ass steamroller, fly it all the way back, and
slam it on this nigga.
What? That is just doing the most. So then he starts beating me. And for the longest time, for all these years, I thought, yo, he's beating the hell out of this with his fist. No, take a closer look. He is beating this with his elbows. He got some elbow action going on with this shit. So then he's
throwing,
like,
got some elbow action going.
You fella! Oh, shit! So then Dio's like, yes, I finally done it. After all these long years. Ratio power! I have finally ratioed the entire fucking Joestar family. All you bitch ass niggas fell the off. My ratio power has now exceeded to 9 L's. But then Dio ends up realizing he can't move because Jotaro just stopped.
Oh!
Was like, impossible.
I don't remember that.
So then he ends up kicking him off the steamroller. So then they end up having one final clash. But then Jotaro hit him with a counter ratio.
It's It's over 9,000.
Why you lost? You just simply pissed me off. Get off my family dick. So yeah, I mean, I already sat the man, so what more could I say? I mean, I could get into some of the stuff that happens in part 6, but that would be getting into spoilers for anime only, so I'm not gonna do all that, but yeah, bro, this man is a menace. This is a demon incarnate.
Big menace.
Man tormented this family for damn near 100 years, made a lady eat her own child, and along with dropping a steamroller on a nigga, no, pack your bags. Bro, pass this test with ease. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I forgot to go to outro, so I'll just leave y'all with this.
Well, all right. That was that. CJ the Champ, Dio the Generational Hater. Yeah, because if you don't know, in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, fucking Dio is the main character, the main antagonist throughout the whole series. Like, this one person, he's immortal because he's a vampire, and but the Joestar family members are not immortal, so they be dying sometimes to him. I think all of them die to him, but there's always another generation. You feel me? Like, they always have kids, and yeah, Jonathan was the old man with the white beard that jumped off the fucking roof when Dio was fighting him, and then Dio sucked him dry. That was Jonathan, the first Joestar relative that fought Dio. Like, before he was even human, they was fighting. I mean, before he was a vampire, they was fighting. So yeah, that shit, I don't know if it makes me want to watch more JoJo's, because JoJo is, the reason I stopped is because that shit is real zesty. I mean, the characters and shit, they I don't know, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So I stopped watching it, but it's pretty good, and the fight scenes are great, as you can see. So I'll probably be watching more CJ the Champ. It does well on reactions. His videos do well on reactions. So yeah, I'll be getting into more of that. But until then, see y'all later. Peace.